Enumeration option is set to off.
Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Kenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels, and basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
On the option. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch here. So North Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often, and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big third.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. How about this on 1st and goal? The give to the wide receiver. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burns. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, it's Schuster. Pocket starts to collapse. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it out fast. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Schuster. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Irish! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll throw it. The short hands. It's Montgomery.
Back on first down.
The offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down. Yeah,
great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Making sure the fullback gets a touch there. Good pickup there, 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he's a north-south runner. You just give this guy a little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets upfield quickly, and that guy is hard to bring down.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The back goes in motion. A quick touch pass to the receiver. Past the 30. And he's running in the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Running out of time here in the first half, they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on them.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Looking for space to the left. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking downfield, it's Schuster. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to pass it. He's going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Irish send out the punt unit. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Kenan Memorial.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Burns. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Schuster. Unleashes one. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tar Heels. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Well, jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Goes to the option. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
Oh, he's looking to throw. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls
offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Notre Dame always comes up with these kind of backers, guys like Bob Golick, who just find their way to the football. 2nd tackle for loss there.
And I just think of physical, smart, tough guys that are right in the middle of the defense, that are firing and shooting through gaps and understanding what's coming, getting in the backfield, making big plays.
At the 20, he's got space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The hand to the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Buying some time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
That's crazy. You can play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to move it through the air. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
7 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Schuster. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt from this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Army is just getting blown off the field right now, and I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much, just brutal. They're trailing by 14 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Crosses the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. But right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll run the option. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up that he finally gets to touch the football.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Touch pass on the run. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Scanning the field, it's Schuster. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Timeout, North Carolina.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now.